Season 2 is set to arrive on February 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can take a look at the in-game Battle Pass timer. It lets you know that it will be ending in exactly 2 weeks from now, and that's going to be when Season 1 Reloaded comes to an end and we start the brand new season. This is a repetitive process that they've been doing for a couple years now when it comes to Call of Duty, the Battle Passes, and the seasons. The good news is we don't have to wait 2 entire weeks to figure out exactly what the Battle Pass is going to contain, the theme of it, and what content to expect. In this video, we will cover all the upcoming leaks and cosmetics that leakers were able to find in the files. Now remember, because these are leaks, take these with a grain of salt. Some of the items here could end up being scrapped material. Some of them could just not make it to the full game. Maybe they might remaster, rework some of the items, or just simply just change their mind. Good news is we'll know for sure this upcoming Wednesday, because 1 week before an official update goes live, they drop a roadmap blog post that covers all the upcoming content and the details that you need to know. And among those items are usually Battle Pass operators, what the season is themed around, and who the main character is and who the face of the season is gonna be. You could definitely come back to this video in a week from now to see how accurate these leaks were, but let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So the theme of the Battle Pass is gonna be around the campaign of Modern Warfare 3. We sort of did say the same exact thing about Season 1, although in the campaign you can sort of split it into 2 groups. You have Task Force 141 and then you have Coney group, which is Makarov's, and Season 1 brought in more of Coney's group. We got the Coney badges, icons. Nolan was added as an operator who's the right-hand man of Makarov himself. Based on the leaks, it's looking like this time we're getting the other side, so more of Task Force, more of Ghost, more of Captain Price, Soap, and all the fan favorites. Before we can even talk about those operators, let's talk about who the main character in the Battle Pass is going to be, and that is going to be Kate Laswell. We've mentioned this a couple of times, and leakers have confirmed that she will be the main character in this Season 1 Battle Pass. And when it does come to a Battle Pass, it's always usually a brand new operator or character that we have not yet received in the game. So for example, Ghost, Farah, Soap, none of them can be main characters in a brand new Battle Pass because they are already existing operators that we've seen multiple different skin variations of. But the good news is they can still be a part of the Battle Pass as skin variants. They're just not going to be the main or the face of the season. And Kate Laswell is going to be coming in for the very first time in multiplayer as a playable operator, which was mentioned and we've talked about in the past already. We got to see her over in the deep cover mission. That's like pretty much the only action that we really got out of her, and that was the only time we had a chance to play as her. And unlike Milena Romanova, which we talked about in last video, she wouldn't make sense as an operator. She's more of like an accounting, finance type of person. Even in the storyline in the campaign, we never really saw her picking up a weapon and become a character in the campaign that would, you know, shoot a weapon, shoot a bullet, or get pretty violent. Kate Laswell, on the other hand, we got to see that, as I mentioned, in the deep cover mission, but that's going to be the main character. There's going to be another character to accompany her. It is speculated that it could be either one of the warlords, which is going to be Maestro, that is set to arrive in Season 2. Very similar to how we got Dockaby in the Battle Pass to accompany Nolan, although they're not directly connected or have anything to do with each other. And we're still in the Sector 1 of the Battle Pass as the operators you get automatically upon purchase. And then they would have another version of them, which I'll talk about in just a second. There's also 3 other operator code names that are mentioned in the files. The first one, his name is Cal, the second one is Judo, and the third one is Bike. Unfortunately, as of right now, because it's just straight strings, there's really no photos, no proof of exactly who they are. They're usually code names, so the operator names that will officially come out are going to be completely different than these that I have mentioned here. We see this every single season. There's a couple of new names that are mentioned in the files. What they do is they put some of them in the Battle Pass along with the brand new main character. For example, either Cal, Judo, or Bike, one of those operators will accompany Kate in the Battle Pass. The other one will be in the Battle Pass, but it'll be as a Blackcell operator because Blackcell operators are typically new. And then the third one could be a part of some sort of an operator bundle as a brand new operator or character. Now, when it comes to these new characters, they're always available in the first sector of the Battle Pass upon purchase, and then they're also available in the Tier 100. In terms of Kate Laswell, there's a couple of outfits that we've already seen her with, one of them being the Russian FSB outfit, which we saw in the mission that she was using when she went undercover. The second one could be the standard purple puffer vest, which we've seen her wearing in numerous different cutscenes throughout the storyline and the campaign. And then because there is always a Blackcell variant of these operators, you can expect her wearing some sort of an additional outfit. Anyways, let's talk about the other operator skins that you can expect. So like I mentioned, there's the brand new skins and then there's the existing ones. So for example, reskins of operators we already have. In the files, a couple of interesting names are mentioned here. So COD Warfare Post, he says Season 2 is going to be Task Force 141 themed because there's going to be new skins for Soap, Farah, and Ghost. He also mentioned in a different post that there was going to be a brand new skin for Valeria. He also even mentioned Makarov. So with these operators, I mean, all of them have in common, except Valeria being available in the campaign, there's going to be new skin variants for him. We saw the tease earlier in Season 1's official roadmap where they showed Ghost in jeans, but he was never released in Season 1 at all, not even as a bundle. That could be one of the potential skins that we can see. They also mentioned that Soap is going to be getting some new skins, and we all know what happened to him in the campaign. And that could be the Hawk Operator skin that we were supposed to get previously in an MW2 event, because the same skin was carried over into MW3, but technically no one should have it because Task Force ended up losing the event and we weren't able to be given the Operator skin. There was no way to unlock it, so they really had no reason to carry it into MW3. It means that it might be an upcoming operator. There's also other variants of him that we saw in the campaign that they could potentially bring as well. Many players who played the campaign also really like the winter version of the Task Force 141 suits. That could also be one of the styles that they're going to be bringing in because it is campaign Task Force 141 themed. And it would make sense for Task Force 141 to accompany Kate Laswell in the battle pass. The final thing that we have, because they did sort of mention Makarov at the same time, Forward, he's a leaker, he found a photo of a Milsim operator that's not yet in the game, and he said, looks like we could be getting some Coney Milsims in MW3 Season 2 Battle Pass. And this is the first photo. It's a little bit blurry, but it is a leak nonetheless. But this is an operator Milsim that we don't yet have. He has two different photos of this operator, and then if you guys remember in the past, we talked about how the augmented human in the Tracer pack, there's a operator skin that was shown as the target, and he's a Blackcell variant of an operator we don't yet have in the game. According to Forward, this could potentially be the Blackcell variant of this Milsim operator. So for those of you guys who are Milsim fans, you like those skins that are a little bit more realistic, not as outrageous and as outlandish as some of the store bundles have been so far. Usually the battle pass is where they will add the Milsims, so it would make sense that we would see some of them being added in the Season 2 battle pass. But usually what they will do is add Milsims in the battle pass and then follow up with the crazier skins added in the store, because those technically sell well for them, so that's why they continue doing that. But for those of you guys who are Milsim fans, you can hopefully expect that they will be adding some in the battle pass. So I feel like this battle pass is going to contain a little bit of everything. You have campaign operators, you have fan favorite Task Force 141 skins coming in, you also have Milsims, which I see a lot of people requesting, and I've seen some of your comments, you guys wanted those. And then obviously there's going to be the other cosmetics that battle passes will contain. For example, there's going to be the weapons, the new weapons that are going to be coming in. Usually 2 to 3 weapons are available in one of the battle pass sectors. There's also COD points that you can get. There's going to be weapon blueprints, and then there's also going to be the Blackcell variant of the battle pass, which is going to cost you $30. You get an additional skin for pretty much every operator skin that's there in a different version, which will be a black and gold. I believe this time around they actually changed them completely from the way that they originally look, so they don't look exactly the same, just black and gold. They actually will look like a completely different operator in general. And then you have the actual Blackcell sector, which includes a brand new operator, which either could be Cal, Judo, or Bike. Along with them, they get a brand new finisher, some new voice lines. Sometimes there's always one new item that's added, whether it's a brand new smoke, a vehicle skin. There's also a brand new weapon blueprint, and then there's 1100 COD points, which is pretty much the price of the standard battle pass. They give that to you in COD points. I'll have more details and information on the actual Blackcell once we get a little bit more details on that, but as of right now, this is everything that you need to know in regards to the battle pass that we know of so far. If you're more interested in the other upcoming operators, such as ones coming into the store, the crossovers, the collaborations that we will get, check out the last video that I posted and went over all of them, and there's some surprising crossovers. But it's been your boy Chizo. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back on the channel again. Peace.